Hey, it's Steph. Thanks for watching today's video. I'm going to be doing my update to The Office Project Pan. This is a project based on the American TV show The Office, and it was created by Mona, who is Mona_chromatics on Instagram. I will leave her linked in the description box below. She creates prompts based on quotes of each episode of The Office, and she adds a few every month. And I've been working on 6 items at a time. Every time I meet my goal, I move on to the next episode. I think there's like 9 seasons of The Office, something like that, and I'm still in season 2. So I don't know if I'm going slow. I haven't really compared myself. I know Mona's doing this on Instagram, of course. A few other people are on Instagram, and Andrea from Pretty as a Peacock is doing updates on her YouTube. So I will leave her link down below as well. I'm sorry if I'm quiet right now. I'm filming while my husband and my stepson are home, and I do not typically do that. I like to film when I'm alone because I feel weird. They probably can't even hear me, but I just feel weird knowing other people are here. And I'm filming a couple videos tonight because I'm so behind. I'm only a few days behind, but I don't like being behind. And so I'm trying to get these done tonight. So I am looking the same as my last video, which doesn't matter, but other people say those things in their videos, so I wanted to say it too. But if you're not subscribed to my channel already and you like makeup and panning content, I hope you subscribe before you leave, but let's get into my update. I'm going to go in the order of when I rolled them in. So I'll go from the item that's been in the longest to the item that's been in the shortest amount of time. So season 2, episode 8 is performance review, and the quote is, "Today is Thursday and Dwight thinks it's Friday, and that's what I'll be doing this afternoon." And the prompt is something that deceived you. Now, this has been in the project since the July update, and I'm having a lot of trouble with it actually. It is a single eyeshadow from ColourPop. This is what it looked like last update after 8 uses. Yes, 8 uses in that many months. But I was able to use it 3 more times this month, and I don't imagine it looks any different, but here we go. This is after 11 uses total in the project. I feel like there's some wear on it, but I feel like there's wear on it last month too. My goal is 22 uses, so I'm halfway there. Ugh, I did take a photo at least once when I wore this last month, so I'll put that on the screen. It's a really pretty shade. I just forget about it because I have it in like my magnetic palette with all my singles in it. I just forget to grab for it, blah, blah, blah. But it is staying in. Don't think I'll hit my goal next month, but maybe 2 months. Next is season 2, episode 11, which is Booze Cruise. And the quote is, "Leadership, something with nautical or marine reference." For this, I rolled in a shade from my ColourPop Making Mobs palette. It is the shade By Coastal, and I wanted to use this 22 times as well. Last update, I had used it 18 times, and I only had 4 more uses to hit my 22 use goal, and I did meet that goal. This is what it's looking like now here on the side. I haven't hit pan yet, which actually is really surprising. But I only use it in my inner corner, and I use such little amount. The majority of the time I was using my finger, just like rubbing it around. So I guess it makes sense that I haven't hit pan yet, but I feel like if I used it in my inner corner a few more times with a really defined brush, I would definitely hit pan. But it is rolling out of this project, and I will be moving on to a new prompt. The next episode was season 2, episode 12, The Injury. And the quote is, "I want to clamp Michael's face in a George Foreman grill." And that is something that warms up your face. And I rolled in my Nabla Skin Bronzing in the shade Ambra. I had a 22 use goal on this as well. And as of the last update, I had used it 15 times. I only had 7 more uses to go, and I'm really happy that I hit that. I hit exactly 7 uses, so I have 22 uses total. And this is what it's looking like now. I'm really curious how many uses it will take to hit pan. But this is a baked product, so probably not anytime soon. It is really beautiful, but it is rolling out of this project. The next episode is season 2, episode 13, The Secret. And the quote is it me or does it smell like Up Dog in here? What's up, dog? And I had to find something scented. For this, I rolled in my Tree Hut shave oil in the scent Coconut Lime. My goal is to empty this. I rolled it in August, and I really thought I would empty this in like a couple of months, but it's just like not moving, and my line markings are gone, so I don't know where it's at. I had 4 uses on it last month, and I was able to use it 3 more times, so I have a total of 7 uses, but it's right here. This just shows that I don't shave very often. I don't know if that's TMI, but I don't have a lot of hair, so I don't really need to that often. I just think it's fascinating how we all use our products in different ways and different frequencies. But I really thought this would be gone by now. It's not. It is not. The next episode is season 2, episode 15, Boys and Girls. And the quote is, what is more important than quality? Equality. And the prompt is a duo or 2 things you can use in combination. Then you had to set the same goal for both items. So I rolled in 2 items from Fenty that I got as a set, and it is her powder bronzer and then a matchstick cream blush. The powder bronzer is in the shade Shady Biz, and the blush is the shade Cinnamon. So I set a goal for 10 uses for each item. Last update, I had 2 uses on the matchstick and 3 uses on the powder. I was able to use the powder 6 more times, so I have a total of 9 out of 10. So I only have 1 more use to go. This is what it's looking like now. I think you can definitely see that I've used it. The imprint is kind of fading away, which is kind of fun to see. And then for the matchstick, I used it an additional 1 time, which was today. I do have it on. Oh, I just itched my neck and now I'm all red. I have it on now, but I have it on under another blush, so you can't really see it. But I have a total of 3 uses, and this is what it's looking like now. This is rolled all the way up. There's like barely any product in here. So I'm wondering if I should just roll this in a project next year to finish, but we'll see. They're both staying in this project for now. And then the last episode I've been working on is season 2, episode 16, which is Valentine's Day. And the quote is, it's New York, the city of love. I think it's so fun saying all these quotes. Anyway, the prompt is a gift you received that you loved, and it can be a gift from you to you. And this is an item that I completely forgot to grab. I rolled in the Too Faced liquid lipstick in the shade Cool Girl. I rolled it in last month, and my goal is 10 uses. So I actually got 4 uses out of it this last month. It's really pretty. I'll throw up a look that I recently wore with it. Yeah, 4 out of 10 uses. not bad, but I am rolling 2 new items in, which is super exciting. It's just the next 2 episodes. You don't randomly select it, you just go down like chronological order. So the next episode I'm working on is season 2, episode 17, Dwight's Speech. And the quote is, "The Dunder Mifflin Salesman of the Year, Dwight Schrute." That was actually a really good, pretty good episode. I liked his speech. Very inspirational. The prompt is something you bought because of the advertising or because of a good salesperson. And I also forgot to grab my 2 products that I'm rolling in. I'm just killing it today. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. And my hair is doing some interesting things. Okay, so the item that I'm rolling in that I bought because of the advertising or because of a good salesperson is the Lancome Tintadol Ultra Wear Foundation. This is the original one. I know they have a new one now that it's a little more like lightweight. This is the original, and I have the shade 090 Ivory N, I think. You can see a line here. This is where it is. I recently started storing all of my foundations upright like this, so if they're able to settle, I can actually see where they're at now, which is really helpful. And I bought this because of the guy at Ulta. I was looking at foundations, and this was like 5 years ago. This is a long time ago. I was looking at it because I've heard really good things, oily skin, it lasts all day, whatever. And I was looking at it, and the salesperson comes up, and they were just like talking amazing. They were saying all these good things about it. He even like swatched it on my face. Like, he totally convinced me to buy this. So expensive, but it's good. So I'm glad I bought it, but I definitely bought it because of the salesperson. I don't want to swatch it because it's going to ruin the line. Let's see if I can get it off the cap. No, it's all dry. Let's see here. Oh, don't mind these from my last video that I just filmed. Okay, yes, it's like white. So I'll definitely be using my custom cover drops that I just rolled into a different project. This is what it looks like on my skin. I swear it matched my face when he swatched it in the store. And honestly, it does like match this part of my hand. So if I blend it in, it matches pretty good. But it looks lighter than my actual face. So I probably will have to use my cover drops, which is fine. That's why I rolled them into a project to use them. But my goal for this is 22 uses. And we'll see how far the line goes down. And then the last episode that I'm rolling in is season 2, episode 18, Take Your Daughter to Work Day. Did you guys ever go to work with your mom? I loved it. Everyone loved me, of course, in her office, and she had this really cool typewriter that I would type on in her office, and it was just so fun. Her work had a cafeteria that we would go down and we'd get grilled cheese and clam chowder on Fridays. It was the bomb. But the quote is, "I'm going to give you a little blast from the past of Michael Gary Scott when he was a child star, and a show you might remember called Fundle Bundle." What kind of name is that? But the prompt is something that reminds you of your childhood. And sometimes I type in some options, like I go through the prompts and type in some items that I think of like rolling in. And for this, I put my What Dreams Are Made Of palette from ColourPop, the Lizzie McGuire collab. That absolutely resonates with my childhood. And then I also put my Sigma Cinderella eyeshadow palette because Cinderella and The Little Mermaid, but Cinderella was one of my favorite Disney movies. I watched it all the time. And I'm actually painting a shade from my Cinderella palette in my It's Panning Cats and Dogs project pan. So I just decided to roll another shade in from this palette because I already have it in my drawer. I don't have to add another palette. And so I'm going to roll in this very first shade called Wishful. And I'll probably just use this as an inner corner shade. And my goal is 22 uses. This is such a beautiful shade. And the one I rolled in my Panning Cats and Dogs, if you missed it, was the shade here, Dressmakers. So they even pair really beautifully together. But here it is on my finger. And I'll swatch it on my hand. Oh, can I swatch it over the foundation? Why not? There it is. It's just really pretty. Honestly, it could be a highlighter for my face, but I will just use it as an inner corner highlighter. But yeah, again, I don't know if I said this, but my goal is 22 uses for that. That is all the items that I'm going to talk about in this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed to my channel already and you enjoy makeup and panning content, I encourage you to subscribe so I see you in my next video.